It is time for the NLCS. Who would have thought the Washington Nationals would be in this spot? But here we are. The two best teams in the National League and the two best teams in the NL East will go at it in the NLCS. The first ever time the Nats and Mets have matched up in the postseason. And we'll get it right now, of course, where the winner will move on to the World Series. The Nationals in the regular season went 89-73. As for the Mets, they finished 5 games ahead of them, winning the NL East, finishing at a record of 94-68. But none of that matters anymore. We've got 7 games to decide this thing. The first of 4 will go to the World Series. As for the Mets, they just got through the Milwaukee Brewers in the NLDS, and for the Nationals, defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers for the second time in the NLDS in 5. And here you go, Nationals and Mets. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more MLB 22 The Show here on the channel. The support on these last couple of videos have been absolutely ridiculous, so thank God for that. Let's keep this wave of momentum pushing with MLB 22 to show some lineup notes for the Nationals. We're going to bring back Andrew McCutchen, put him in the lineup, who will be batting 8th. Instead, Josh Harrison moves to the bench, so really the only thing that's been made is that McCutchen's going in the left instead of Harrison. Luis Garcia sticks in the lineup, batting 7th, and then of course the normal 1 through 9. Other than that is usually the same. Lane Thomas is going to be batting 9th now, considering there will be a righty on the hill in the form of Jacob deGrom for the New York Mets. As for the Nationals, we're going to be sending out Patrick Corbin, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Sometimes Corbin pitches well, sometimes, hell, like in real life, he pitches horribly. Let's see what happens, though. Nats and Mets, and there he is, one of the best pitchers in the game, Jacob deGrom. However, deGrom's one starting against the Brewers wasn't all that impressive. I mean, he goes 5 1/3, ERA of 5.06 in that one game. Not great. He takes the L. Let's try to make it 2 in the postseason. Off of deGrom, Tim Anderson's going to lead us off, and we're just going to stare at strike 3. Fastball away is going to sit him down at 1. Soto now comes up on the 1-2 count. Soto, I mean, okay, he went there. By the way, can we try to get more than 3 hits like we did in Game 5 in the LGS? Like, we still won because of our 2 runs in the first inning, but we only had 3 hits last game. Hopefully we can get more, but it's not a good start as deGrom sets down the side and the top of the first. In for the bottom of the first is Patrick Corbin, ERA of 5.4 over 1 game, 5 innings, no decision for Corbin. Last series in Game 2, and he will lead off this game by walking Starling Marte. So Marte will be on first for Luis Guillorme, and Marte's running, so you're really going to test the arm of Keibert Ruiz? Okay, Keibert Ruiz is going to gun him out. Just like that, 1 gun in the inning. Guillorme back up to the plate on the 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Corbin gets some lefty-lefty on the high and inside heat. 2 down now for J.D. Davis. Davis hits one up the middle. There will be a 2-out single for the New York Mets, making way for the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Alonso in the 2-2 count as Corbin deals. Swing and a miss. That one's got to feel good for the Nats, striking out Alonso in the circle change down. We go to the top of the second inning, and finally, we put a ball into play, but it's a pop out right to the third baseman in Eduardo Escobar. Down goes Josh Bell. Keibert Ruiz now on the full count, and Ruiz hits a fastball hard in the center field. Going back on it in center, though, is going to be Starling Marte. 2 gone in the inning for Vidal Brujan, who's probably been maybe our best hitter in the postseason. I would say Tim Anderson has been killing it too, but Brujan's really been balling in his first postseason. He'll fly out, though, into left field to Mark Canha. So we go to the bottom of the second. Leading it off for the Mets will be Francisco Lindor, and the switch-hitting shortstop will be on with a leadoff walk. Carson Kelly now comes up on the 2-2, putting one right on the ground. Garcia to Anderson, barehand Anderson to Bell. Just like that, the Nats turn 2. 2 gone in the inning for Eduardo Escobar, and on the 3-2, swing and a miss. Corbin's got the circle change working tonight as we go to the top of the third. Luis Garcia up first, and there's your first hit of the contest for the Nationals. Luis Garcia stepping in this postseason after getting benched at the end of the regular season. He's been playing pretty well, man. Andrew McCutchen, though, I wish I could say the same. Yeah, McCutchen still hitless in this postseason. Hopefully he doesn't go on a Freddie Freeman type run like we saw with the Dodgers, but McCutchen goes out, and down goes Lane Thomas, as well as he'll fly out into right field to Dom Smith. 2 down now in the inning for the top of the order. Tim Anderson comes up on the 1-2 count. He's been an extra base hit machine in the playoffs, but this one's going to get popped out to the catcher in Carson Kelly. To the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Mark Canha up first for the Mets on the 3-2 count. Another strikeout by Corbin. Strasburg only got 1 in the entire game in the LDS last game in Game 5, and Patrick Corbin's already with, 4 strikeouts in Game 1 of the NLCS. He will give up a hit right there to the 9-hole spot in Dom Smith, and now Starling Marte on the 2-1 hits one deep left center field lane. Thomas can't get there. Dominic Smith rounding second, going to third. Can the Nats keep him there? They will. Runners on second and third for the Mets with Luis Guillorme in the box of the 1-2, and Guillorme is going to deliver for the Mets. That's going to score 1 and likely will 2. Yes, it will. The New York Mets up 2-0 after the 2 RBI single by Luis Guillorme. Here in the bottom of the third, JD Davis looking to add on, and he's just going to put one right into a double play ball. Garcia to Anderson, Anderson to Bell. Not before, though, the Mets put 2 runs on the board. It's 2-0 for the Metropolitans as we start off the top of the fourth with Juan Soto rolling over to first to Polar Bear Pete Alonso. 1 gone for the NL MVP and Franmil Reyes. Reyes with the perfect deep left field. That ball's up. It's a line drive. It's out of here. Franmil Reyes gets the scoring started for the Nats here in the NLCS. 400 feet off the bat of Franmil Reyes, his first home run of the playoffs, and that's what you're looking for out of your MVP. And Franmil Reyes, again, was he all deserving of that MVP over Juan Soto? Probably not, but we'll take it. It's 1-2 now in favor of the Mets, and now Josh Bell, the leader of the book club, gonna hit one in left center field. Bell's gonna be on easy with a 1-out double, so we parlay that Franmil Reyes home run into a Josh Bell double, all with just 1 out. And now to the plate for the Nats will be their catcher. It is Keibert Ruiz. On the full count, Ruiz swings right through a DeGrom slider. 2 gone now in the inning. DeGrom's got 4 strikeouts. Can Vidal Bruin keep it going? He'll get jammed. Will that one bleed though into left field? It will not. Ball is caught and left by Mark Canha as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Polar Bear Pete leading it off for the Mets, and he'll get jammed on the inside sinker by Corbin. Josh Bell going back. He'll go into right field, but Bell is going to make the play. 1 down in the inning for the All-Star shortstop in Francisco Lindor, and Lindor's going to walk for the second time in this game, seeing that circle change down. Runner on first with 1 out for Carson Kelly. He does clobber left-handed pitching, but Lane Thomas is going to make the play on that hard out into center field by Kelly. Eduardo Escobar now on the full count, hits one on the ground. Can Luis Garcia make the play? Ranging to his right, Garcia on the run. Yes, he will. Luis Garcia, man, playing a really good postseason, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. Can Garcia deliver on his second into the contest? He can't. He'll fly out into right field, just gets way under that baseball. In right field is Dominic Smith. 1 gone for Clutch, the former NL MVP, and Andrew McCutchen still hitless in the playoffs. He's going to hit one into right field. Again, Dominic Smith is there. 2 down in the inning for the Lane train in Lane Thomas. Thomas can hit that circle change. Oh my goodness, look at the play by Francisco Lindor. Oh, Thomas beats it out by a step. I thought that was for sure a hit. Lindor tried his best to take one away from Thomas, and Carson Kelly, what are we doing? Okay, thrown over to first when Lane was basically already on the bag. We'll take it. It moves Thomas over to second here with 2 outs. Can Tim Anderson capitalize though? And the Mets are going to pay for that error by Kelly. Oh, Lane Thomas is going to score easy. And Tim Anderson delivers yet again for the Nationals. I mean, how many extra base hits is this? I want to know what this guy's slugging percentage is because he's going crazy in the playoffs. It's 2-2, and Soto's going to make it 3-2. High fastball, you can't blow it by 1 as the chosen 1-1. Soto's going to make it 3-2 with a 2-out RBI double. So back-to-back doubles by Tim Anderson and Juan Soto, make it a 3-2 game. That ball's going to get away from Carson Kelly. Soto's in it. Oh, he's out. Well, that's some crap. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th, though, up by 1. Mark Canha is the batter, and Patrick Corbin, was it the 3rd time Corbin's walked the leadoff hitter? So, I mean, not ideal, but Dom Smith comes up, and Corbin's going to make up for it, striking out Smith with the slider away. 1 down the inning. Starling Marte now on the 2-1 count. Hits one right through the hit and run. I mean, that's a hit and run played to perfection right there by the New York Mets. Runners at the corners, 1 out. The batter is now Luis Guillorme. He drove 2 in earlier, and I think he's going to drive in number 3. That one's going to get down Guillorme. They're going to send the runner to third. I don't know what they're doing there, but Luis Guillorme is going to deliver for the Mets. The Nats get the runner out at third, but it's now 3-3 with 2 outs. JD Davis comes up, and Davis lines one. Oh, Luis Garcia takes away a run right there. Because, I mean, that gets in the right center field gap. That ball rolls for a while. Just a clutch play by Luis Garcia as we start off the top of the 6th with a pop out right there from the MVP in Franmil Reyes. 1 down for Josh Bell. On the 2-2 count, Bell sweeps one in right field. That one's going to get down. Bell is on yet again with another base hit. Josh Bell with a 1-out double, putting a runner in scoring position for Keibert Ruiz. Ruiz been struggling in the playoffs with the exception of a home run, but Ruiz hits one to right field. We're going to send Bell to the plate. The throw home by Dom Smith. Oh, Bell's in there. We tested the arm of Dominic Smith, and Josh Bell goes in and scores. Jacob deGrom's day is now done, and in comes the former San Diego Padre. It's Joey Lucchesi. Lucchesi is going to see Vidal Brujan first in the 2-2. Why I swung at that, I cannot tell you. I don't know why I did, but Brujan's going to be on it first. They'll get the lead runner at second. So 2 gone for Luis Garcia. Lefty against Lucchesi. Perfect by Garcia. Deep center field going back on it to the warning track. Oh, that ball is going to be caught by Marte. I thought Garcia got a hold of that one, but instead we move on to the bottom half of the inning. Kyle Finnegan now going to come out to pitch for the Nationals. So Corbin's day is done after 5. Finnegan will see Pete Alonso first, and on the 1-2 count, Alonso's going to hit a towering fly ball into left field, but Andrew McCutchen will track it down and he'll make the play. So Finnegan is through 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, obviously. Francisco Lindor is going to take his first AB from the left side of the plate in this NLCS, and yet another fly ball will be caught by Clutch in left. 2 gone in the inning for Carson Kelly, and on the 1-2 count, Kelly hits one down the line past the diving glove of Vidal Brujan. Kelly's on with a 2-out single for New York, making way for Eduardo Escobar, but Escobar is going to get popped out into left field. All 3 outs of this bottom of the 6th going to Andrew McCutchen. The Nats still up by 1. We've got a 3-inning game from here on out. We just got to protect the lead. Andrew McCutchen up first in the 1-2 count here at the top of the 7th, and oh, McCutchen gets a hit. There we go. Clutch is finally on the board here in this 2023 postseason. He's on for the leadoff single. Lane Thomas down the 1-2. He clobbers left-handed pitching. Deep left center field. Lane. Oh, it's going to be caught. Lane Thomas and Luis Garcia, both with very hard hit balls into center field, but both plays made by the center fielder in Starling Marte. And now Tim Anderson with a very hard hit double play ball for the Mets to turn. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still up by 1 run. In comes the former Los Angeles Dodger. It is Sky Alexander, 2 games pitched so far against the Dodgers in the NLDS. 2 innings pitched, of course, no runs given up. Mark Canha comes up first in the 1-1, and Canha puts one on the ground to Josh Bell. Bell waves off. Alexander takes it himself at first base. Dominic Smith now comes up on the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Bad looking swing on the slider away right there by Alexander. Starling Marte now comes up on the full count. What are we doing, Starling? I do not know, but he chases that high and away sinker. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Juan Soto up first. Soto hits a fastball deep in the air center field, but again, warning track power for the Nationals. They can't get the ball over the fence with the exception of the Reyes hit from earlier tonight. I mean, that's the 3rd one. That Soto hit's like the 3rd hit for the Nationals that almost got out. Talking about the Garcia hit and the Thomas hit as well. Franmil Reyes is going to get grounded out right there. And now Josh Bell in the 2-1. Another perfect for the Nats. And that'll be Josh Bell's 3rd hit of the contest. He's looking for a double, and Bell is... okay, he's going to stay at first. Probably the right move. So Bell's on with the 2-out single. Keibert Ruiz now comes up on the 1-2, and Ruiz is behind that 2-seam fastball away by Lucchesi. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Genesis Cabrera now pitching for the Nats. The lefty comes out with an ERA of nothing, over 2 2/3 pitched so far over 3 games in the playoffs. Luis Guillorme up first in the 3-1 count, and Guillorme is going to walk. So he's 2 for 3 in this game. Now he's on with a walk. Tying run at first, go ahead at the plate, and Cabrera walks J.D. Davis. They're on first and second for Pete Alonso on the 1-2. Alonso on the ground. Oh, that's a terribly hit ball by Alonso. Garcia to Anderson. Anderson to Bell. You gotta love it if you're a Nationals fan right now. I mean, we don't really mess with Alonso around here. And now Francisco Lindor comes up on the 1-1. Lines one to right field. Juan Soto's there. Cabrera gets out the jam. The Mets had runners on first and second. No outs to start the inning. And yet Cabrera still gets out of it. And look at one Vidal Brujan. Ground rule double. The man continues his incredible postseason. He'll be on with the leadoff double. Luis Garcia now in the 1-2 count. What are we swinging at? I do not know. We got to keep Brujan at second right there. Garcia is thrown out at first. 1 down now in the inning for Andrew McCutchen, looking for his 2nd hit of the playoffs right here, and he'll roll over to the shortstop in Francisco Lindor. 2 down, but Lane Thomas gets yet another shot against left-handed pitcher. Let's see what Lane can do. The PCI is massive for Thomas. Hard hit into right field, but straight to Dominic Smith. All right. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Coming out for the save is our closer, and Jonathan Loaizaga. 2 opportunities so far in the postseason. He's gotten those 2 saves. Can Loaizaga get number 3? Carson Kelly's up first in the 1-1. Kelly softly gets one on the ground. Vidal Brujan over to Josh Bell. 1 gone in the inning for the Nats. 2 away from taking game 1. Eduardo Escobar comes up on the 3-1 though, and he walks. So leadoff runner on for the Mets. Mark Canha now comes up on the 1-1. Canha hits one past Luis Garcia. Runners on first and second. 1 out for New York. Huge spot right now for Dominic Smith, the 9-hole hitter. Hits one in the left. Andrew McCutchen is under it. 2 gone in the inning. We're gonna have to deal with Starling Marte. Can Loizaga win the Nationals game 1? Here it is, the pitch on the 1-1, balls on the ground. Vidal on to second to Luis Garcia. That's your ball game. The Nationals go to Queens for game 1 and they take down the New York Mets. They win it by a score of 4-3 and they are now 3 games away from returning to the World Series. Who would have thought Patrick Corbin gets the win against Jacob deGrom in game 1, and now the Nationals will send out their best starting pitcher in Alex Wood for game number 2. This unlikely and improbable Washington Nationals team has all the momentum on their side, and who would have thought we'd be in this spot? I mean, we were close to missing out on the playoffs this year. We didn't win a wild card game to get here. But now that they're here, the Nationals, like 2019, are making a damn run at it. 11 hits for the Nats tonight against the Mets, 8. They win it 4-3. Corbin gets the win. DeGrom with the loss. Loizaga with the save. The Nats are your winners here in game 1, going up before game 2 tomorrow night. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 26 of the Washington Nationals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 22. If you haven't not yet though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more, as we are officially on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're like, what, 650 away? We keep getting closer and closer every day because of y'all's support here on the channel. It's absolutely incredible. And if you are enjoying the series, by the way, make sure that like button down below does help out the channel a lot if you just press that like button down below, as well as that red subscribe button too. So folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more, and Mamba forever.